Hey folks, I'm back in the greenhouse today and I'm going to be trying some experiments. I saw this on YouTube. That's right, the University of YouTube. Stay tuned. I love working in my greenhouse, especially when it's 62 degrees in here. I had to peel my shirt off. It's getting that time of year where I just want to get out and do things. Today I decided I'm going to try an experiment. Yeah, we're going to try. First of all, what I got is I got this lettuce head, a nice cluster I'm not sure what you call it. So we used the lettuce in our salad, but I saved the butt of it and then I trimmed a little bit off, and I've been soaking it in this on this paper towel for a while. And now I'm going to go ahead and plant it in these pots. I actually have two different products I'm going to be planting in these two pots. Yes, we recycle, upcycle, repurpose here on the homestead because we are Pine Meadows Hobby Farm, a frugal homestead. I like to do things cheap around here and show you guys how I do them. If you're going to use these cottage cheese containers, go ahead and punch a hole in the bottom of them because you don't want water to stand in them. You want the water to drain out. That's okay. Just punch a hole and you can reuse these time and time again. You know what? If you want to really get fancy, seriously, just get you some spray paint and spray paint the color you want. And you can make a sharp looking greenhouse. In fact, that's what I think I might do, because coating them with spray paint will help protect them from the destructive UV rays of the sun, especially here in the greenhouse as it penetrates the glass, because these will break down over a period of time. I'm going to go ahead and borrow some soil from this bucket. We're going to fill this up, pat it down. And we're just going to set this right in here. Just get it right down into that earth. And then also, another trick you could do with these containers is you can cut the container into strips and you can make labels with labeling with a Sharpie. So I already have some pre-made labels over here. I'm going to go ahead and label one lettuce. And I did this on 2/21 is when I planted it. So we're just going to go ahead and label it right there. That way I know what that is it's growing. I'm going to be planting something else, so I'm going to set that aside before I water them all. Go ahead and use some more soil from this pail I have here. And what I saw, we're going to give it an experiment, as I have a strawberry. Well, it's a strawberry top, but it's not the top that I'm growing. The seeds I've been soaking in water after it's been refrigerated for a while. And there's seeds in there, and those seeds is what I want to sprout. So we're just going to set that in there and cover that, and we'll just saturate that with water. I'm just going to clean this up, give this back to my wife, and we'll set this in the worm bin and let the worms take care of that. And then I'll go ahead and make my label. Now this is going to probably grow several little strawberry plants, and as they sprout, we'll try to separate them. I like to put the date on my label. And there we go. We got strawberry. Now this is just an experiment. Seriously, folks. It's just an experiment. This tray right here, I'm having troubles getting peppers to grow. One of my viewers suggested it needs at least 60 degrees temperature, 60 to 80 degree temperature for the seeds to germinate. So we're going to go ahead and set it right over the top of the heaters. That way all the heat from the heater goes up and completely warms this box. Okay, here are the variety of peppers I purchased today. So I should be guaranteed to grow peppers because these are fresh, store-bought today. And doggone it, I'm bent on trying to get some peppers because none of my other peppers are growing. So these seeds are ready to go, and they're little colored so you can see where you're putting them. So I'm just going to try to distribute these, and what we'll do is we'll transplant them. I'll move them around in here. We'll transplant them once they start growing and maturing. Yep, that's it. Just trying to separate them a little bit, get them spread out. That way they're easier to thin out when they germinate. Then I'm going to put my label in there. And I'm going to put a nice light layer of soil over the top of that. And we're going to go ahead and water these in with some fertilizer also. I'm going to add some fertilizer to the water and give these plants a really good start. And that's what we're going to do. Now for the fertilizer, I'm just using what they call Alaska fish fertilizer. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit. Goes a long way, folks. It does. You don't need much. I'm just going to squirt a little bit in there. Ooh, I think I got too much. And ooh, yeah, it smells like the Bay of Alaska. Okay, we're going to add water to this. I'm going to go ahead and go in the house and add warm water, because this will warm the temperature of the soil right away and also cause the seed to germinate a little bit better, because that warmer water, hopefully, theoretically, will go in through the little protective seed coats and soften those so the seeds can sprout. And that's what we're wanting. And now the heater is right here, and then I've got a space right here directly over the heater, the heat waves of the heater, to set this so it'll give them the best chance to germinate. Now we'll check back with them in about 2 weeks. Let's see what the package says about germination. Says start seed indoors 8 weeks before planting outdoors. We are. Keep seed moist in full sunlight. We are. Transplant when 3 inches tall or sow directly in the garden in a sunny location after frost danger is past, which probably won't be until mid-May. Plant 2 seeds every 18 inches thin or transplant it to 1 plant every 18 inches when 3 inches tall. Use a balanced fertilizer when 6 inches tall. Okay. Germinates in 10 to 12 days. So we can see in about 13 to 15 days if there's anything poking up out of the soil. I just hope I have success with these peppers. Now these, we'll just find a spot in a windowsill somewhere. I'm running out of windowsill. Let's put them here. We'll move the lantern. And this inspires me. I have a board. I can put 2 shelves up here and put planters like this on these shelves, and I can do some more shelves over there. But in the back, I want to keep the back open because in the summertime, spring and summer, we're removing the barrels, and we're going to be growing tall plants in here like vine. I want to grow some tomatoes indoors, and I want to grow some cucumbers indoors, mainly the salad crops. We're going to try to keep those going year-round indoors. But I would really like to trellis both of those and just trellis them all the way up. That would be so cool. That would be very beneficial for the garden. Yeah, let's use the rest of these to try to fertilize my plants at least. Yeah, just get them a light watering with fertilizer. Make them happy plants. I'm really enjoying the greenhouse. This is so nice. And I'm taking full advantage of it this year. I'm not farting around. I'm getting serious with the greenhouse. I'm not forgetting the pawpaw trees. Nope, not forgetting those. Yeah, you can really smell that fish in here. And the garlic and the onion. Quite the interesting odors. Oh, let's see if we can finish. Just a little bit left. Some will get the nutrients, some won't because I'm out now. I can always make another batch, but you know, I'll save that for tomorrow for watering them. Put my stuff away. Keep it nice and tidy in here at all times. Well, organized. I'm trying to create a place for everything. This goes back in the house, and we got to put the paper on the worms. So beneficial to the worms. So very beneficial. Yeah, this is already wet. And this adds carbon to the soil. And the plants actually take up this carbon once the worms break it down into the small nutrients, the small particles. The plant roots can then take those up. Now, I'm not sure about this thing I've been seeing on YouTube about eggs and eggshells. Yes, eggshells are calcium. You need a catalyst to be able to break down those eggshells to the micronutrients that the plants can take up. The plant cannot tap into the shell as it is. I suppose if you take and put the shells in a blender and pulverize them, turn them to powder, and then add a little, acid vinegar to break it down even more, and then water your garden with that, that may help. I don't know. Let me know what you think, but I don't think just throwing just regular eggshells in there will do it. Now, I'm watching the worms and seeing how they're dealing with the eggshells, because I'm told you can throw eggshells in there and the worms will break them down. But there's more at work in the worm bin than just the worms. There's also microbacteria, there's enzymes, there's a lot of little microorganisms working together to break this thing down. So it's not just the worms that are doing the job. It's a whole little universe in there that's doing the job, and we're just feeding them. Well, I got to go in the house and start memorizing my script. Yep, more on that to come. I got 3 scripts. Yeah. Things are getting interesting in my life. Stay tuned. Tag along. I'll keep you guys informed the best I can, but I can't talk about the 2 movies I'm working on right now. I can't tell you what they're about. I can't tell you the character I'm playing in each movie. I cannot do anything until it's in the can and already out. And then I can share all I want with you guys to help perhaps market it. So stay tuned for those videos. You may see me come and go, be absent for a couple of days here and there, but I'm working really hard at memorizing my lines. I've got 1 script almost all done. I should be finished tonight and have the whole thing, my whole part, memorized. Enough on that, folks. Enough. I'm your host, Jerry Hanson. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. We're a frugal homestead tucked high in the Cascade Ranges, the Pacific Northwest. Please stay tuned to more shows. You could do that by subscribing, then clicking that bell icon. That alerts you to new videos as I upload them. Another thing you can do for me is click that share button and also give us a thumbs up and like the show. That helps us out. Leave a comment, a question. Please don't ask about what I just talked to you about. Can't tell you. But anyway, stay tuned for more features because I'm getting a little bit more creative with my filmography because I'm learning how to work my new software that I've had for well over a year now. I'm just now getting used to it. And yeah, I think you saw a little bit evidence of it in the previous video where you saw the double me. Yeah, I've always wanted to learn how to do that, and I finally got some software to be able to do that. Won't go too fancy, want to keep it simple, but keep it entertaining and educational. Yes, and above all, keeping it frugal. Yeah, I think that's why people keep coming back, is because the frugalness and maybe the storylines. Hey, be safe and always be kind. We'll see you guys in the next episode, all right? Bye-bye. I wish it wouldn't do that.